It had to have had some lightning property on it somewhere. Like, somewhere in all those rockets, there must have been, like, apply lightning on hit or something. And while I was going down there for the golds, without paying much attention, the lightning fused the water and I died. Oh yeah, no, Parakeet. Very much a way to die. The only thing is I didn't know it had lightning in it. Like, I opened it up, I quickly glanced, and I'm like, ooh, rockets, yeah, this is all good stuff. And then my brain just moved on. It almost sounded like someone knocking on a door. It, like, kind of made me a little nervous. Yeah, lightning... Electrical is scary. My auto grabs, as far as perks are concerned, whatever gives me explosion immunity, whatever gives me lightning immunity. Those are the two I like, ooh, yeah. Want those. Just got electrical immunity. It's a real useful one. Was a lava potion. Purifying powder and soil, huh? They weren't very successful runs. Oh yeah, no, Pier. We've experienced the dangers of the electrical generation perk many a time. Whiskey? Whiskey. I'll take care of the problem. Yep. Random propane tanks. Random petrol tanks. Random poison tanks. They're all exploding. It's extra frustrating for EC base because it's tight quarters and enemies tend to, like, herd you in directions, and then suddenly you're looking at a choice between 4 scary enemies and a direction that has a couple of explosives, and then you just trigger the explosives without realizing it, and you die. At least these don't go off unless there's a little bit of moisture nearby. Sir, do you mind? Gimme. Do you mind? Look what you did, you got me poisoned again. Alright. I would like to find a wand. What's this again? Purifying powder and soil. I might as well top it off, make it 100% full of garbage. There we go, 100% full. We can try and plop it an idol for you, see what happens. And by idol, I mean the altar. My brain is constantly mush. Thunder outside sounds nice, though. Yeah, some folks you can tell are on phone because they're voting for something that's, like, not even on the screen anymore. Kinda. It's stuck in a hole. Feel lack of wands down here. Ooh, anything in there? Doesn't look like it. Your air puff blew you up? The most gentle, non-violent spell in the game killed you? That's cold. Messed up. Nothing in there. Shield me, Nara! Keep me safe. Yeah, snow piles. You gotta watch out for propane tanks under the snow. It's a lot of frogs. Ambrosia. Can't say nausea to ambrosia. Broken wands? That could be fun. Blew yourself up, not my fault. Kinda sad that doesn't count as a accidental kill. Like, I just threw a wand. I got lucky that it did all that. Throw a stick of dynamite at me, come on. Right here. Right across one plate, come on. One more, come on. Come on. Do it. Throw. Nice. Throw it over here. Took too long. Well, I was gonna leave, but with regeneration on me. Maybe we take another crack at finding ourselves a wand. Hey, bullet. There's so much health. No floating. You know what? I'm just gonna go. We've been all over this place. There's still more for us to look at, but we haven't found a wand now. We might as well just go to the shop. We have 542. We could buy a wand. Assuming it's a wand shop. It's gonna be a spell shop, of course. Buy a chainsaw on sale. There's a couple other things I want. Woo! It's always a hard pick when they want to give you good stuff. All-Seeing Eye is really nice. Oil Blood is really nice. And +1, obviously, is just getting a whole extra lease on life. How to use Chainsaw? On a wand that you want to go a little bit faster, slot it into the last slot. It works better in shuffle wands, though. On non-shuffles, you get this effect. But you can see it does a recharge time, minus 0.17, so it increases the recharge rate of your wand. I'm kind of leaning All-Seeing Eye, although Fire Immunity is also premium. What do you think, chat? All-Seeing Eye, so we could see in the dark and find hidden things? Maybe get a lot of extra health that way? Find some chests with good spells in there? Or, alternatively, we go with the Fire Immunity. All-seeing eye? Oh, we're gonna go kill the alchemists because we're trying to do the key with the instruments. But we don't really need to see in the dark to get to the alchemist. It's nice to be able to see in there, but just going straight through is not too bad. Assuming we have the counter TV with us, we could use the counter TV to dig through without too much trouble. Let's take it. All-seeing eye is nice. I like being able to see. Oil blood's way better? Yes. Like, fire immunity is premium. But I don't often get all-seeing eye as an option, but we do often get fire immunity. Oil blood gives you fire immunity. You see it right away. Right away. Paying off already. Kinda wish I had slotted this into one of my wands, but what are you gonna do? We know how to get there. Given that I would have gone left right off the gate, I'm already happy we took all-seeing eye. And whatever, we're probably gonna go parallel worlds anyway. We can get more perks. Wow, an acceleradium potion. Sure, I'm glad I came over here. I'm sorry, Pouch. Sorry. Let's go shift reality. Sick and tired of this boring reality. Let's go shift it. Well, of course, keeping our eyes open for chests and hearts. Let's go, Pope. Nyara. Mighty Odin. Oh, God. Anything fun down there? Oh, hello. Yes. I kind of want this one too. Healing bolt can go to hell. You know, just to save myself some walking. Alright, let's try and get the money needed for that. $56. $85. How much is it again? $305. Just need a little bit more. So sad that didn't kill either of them. Such a good kick. $350. Alright, I should be able to afford it. Really be nice to find a wand or two, though. I'm starting to get a little nervous. Real lack of wands going on. And my face hair. There we go. Oh, acid trail. That'll be fun. Try and keep that in mind. I'm glad their projectiles don't do it. Because I'd be dead now. Ah, fungal caverns, I can always count on you. Oh, look at all that money. Oh my god, look at all that money, though. Really dropped the ball there. And the money's gone. Well, my disappointment is immense and my day is ruined. Blue boy! You picked up the game, you put 20 hours into it. How are you enjoying it, Blue boy? I'm glad you picked it up. Tell me about your adventures since you've started. Have you had some good, weird adventures in Noita? God damn it! Alright, we gotta find a nice, bombable way in. It's so good. It is at first a difficult game. But do not despair. And try to enjoy losing. Keep blowing yourself up? Yeah. You will improve. Fuck you, Darkness Wizard. Good night, Queen. I'm glad you were here too. Sleep well and pleasant dreams, Queen. Probably not enough to trip. Extreme spread, that'll be fun. Damn it! Come on, you! He bled on me. Son of a bitch, he bled on me! No! Yes, yes, that's right here. Load up. Come on. Just wait for me to set it on fire. Where the fuck even am I? Yeah, watching the ghost try and keep up. Alright, that'll solve that problem. Stupid teleport wizard. Always cast heavy spread. Whatever, what's important is that it has explosives in it. They're garbage explosives, but I could use it to get around a little bit in this fungal cavern. Scoop up the money. You went up as a ghost so very rarely? We've definitely seen you as a ghost before. But yeah, I feel like I see certain folks more often than others. Lava blood almost made a problem for me. Wand. Fucking come at me. There you are, Iron. We found you. Yeah, it is just random being random. Are you serious? This one has 66 mana max. Fuck that. No! I do not want to be blocked. God damn it! One more teleport. Don't touch. Okay. You knew that would happen just because you mentioned it. Wait, this isn't a cutscene? I was just saying, this game would be so much better if it had, like, 4 hours of cutscenes. For those joining late, that is a joke. Metal Gear Solid 4 is what we were playing before this. That game is entirely made of cutscenes, and it made me angry today. We played for 4 hours, and yet I controlled a character for less than 40 minutes. That is out-fucking-rageous. That is not how you make a video game. What'd we shift? Come on, what'd we shift? Worm blood. Immediate reroll. Did I just unstable teleport that son of a bitch? Yes, I did. Alright, we got a couple of wands. We shifted reality. Got 500 golds. Ooh. You're new to Noita, what you be looking for in wand stats? Let me hit a holy mountain here, because we're done with this floor. And we'll do a little wand primer. Because we do have a few folks in chat who are new to Noita. Alright. Wands. So, oh, there goes the water. So, with wands, we'll go top to bottom. Shuffle is whether or not it will randomly choose one of the boxes in your wand. So this guy is a non-shuffle, so it's going to go left to right. If a shuffle wand is happening, pretend this wand was shuffle. It would choose randomly until it's done each of them, and then it would start over and choose a new starting point. It's different every time, shuffles each time. If it lands on a modifier, like this one for instance, it'll then apply the next couple of random things to it. So shuffle is usually a no. You don't want shuffle. Shuffle tends to have better stats, but they are overall worse because you can't really refine what your wand does. Spells cast is how many spells in the wand go off per click of your mouse. This is going to do 1, this will do 2. So every time I click, it's going to do 1 and 2. So these both go off because of the number 2. Cast delay is, if we're thinking about this in terms of like guns, that's how many bullets per second. So this is 0.2 seconds. So it's every 0.2 seconds another spell goes off. So this is fairly rapid. Recharge time is your reload time. So like how long it takes you to put a new magazine in. So in general, you want cast delay and recharge time to be as low as you can find. I usually don't use a wand that's over 1 second on recharge, because that's just too long if you're fighting a bunch of goddamn enemies. Mana max is how much mana is in the wand itself, which is important if you're like building a wand with a lot of like interacting parts. You want to add all the mana costs together. So this costs 25 mana. Mana drain 25. Energy shield costs 10. So if you're looking at your wand and you're like, okay, I want to have all these spells go off, you add it all together and you go, is that bigger than the mana max? If yes, it's not going to cast all those things. It's going to cast all of the ones it can. It'll skip the next one over that's too expensive for it until it finds another cheap one, and it'll exhaust all of its mana. With mana recharge speed, it's how fast mana comes back. So your blue bar, and I'm pointing at my screen, your blue bar up here is your mana. I have 990 mana in this particular wand. As I shoot, you can see the mana goes down. And now you can see it's slowly recharging the mana. It's recharging it at the speed of 21 mana. Yes, you gave me personal plasma beam. Thank you. Capacity is how many slots are in the wand, and spread is how wide angle it is. So with a -3 degree spread, very concentrated fire. And the reason why you can go into negatives is certain spells will add spread. So you can see triplicate bolt, spread plus 14 degrees. I'm negating 3 of that 14, so it's going to give me an 11 degree spread when I fire my wand. So basically you're looking for big mana max, big recharge, small recharge time, small cast delay. The smaller the time, In Castellet and Recharge, the faster your wand will be, the bigger the mana max, the more spells you can put in it. The faster the mana recharge speed, the faster you can cast those spells over and over again. Mega Grubby, what's up? The next thing to keep in mind is the spells you put in the wand will impact the stats of your wand. So Triplicate Bolt. It's going to add 0.13 seconds to my Castellet. So my Castellet is 0.20. With my Triplicate Bolts, it's actually going to be 0.33, which is still fine. Still fast enough for me. Certain things have negatives, so like I was saying earlier about the chainsaw, if you want to go fast, put chainsaw at the end of your wand. It'll speed up your recharge time. Some impact your spread. Trying to remember if there's anything else I need to mention. Most spells are going to impact your Castellet, your recharge time, and your spread. And those are the only things you really need to like keep your eyes open for. Certain spells like Nuke add like multiple seconds to your recharge, so you got to keep that in mind. Please not Worm Rain. Oh, thank God. And that's wands. We'll be putting a wand together momentarily, I hope. If there's some good stuff here for me to buy. Oh, Energy Orb! We're gonna go get ourselves a whole lot of money. Alright, what do we got? Pinpointer, Holy Mountain, extra item rather in Holy Mountain, and Sadakivi. Sadakivi, as much as I love you, you know what? I'm gonna have myself a nice Haichu. Watermelon, sour flavored Haichu. I think I'm gonna re-roll. I would love to get another, or any damage immunity. You know I love Celestial Rage, but I was really hoping for Exploding Corpses. Alright, 990.21. Slap you on there. Slap you on there. Is there anything wrong with the strategy used for the first floor called Set Everything on Fire? I love setting everything on fire. Nothing wrong with setting everything on fire. Let's just take you out. Let's actually put a couple of you in there. 1.8, 0.7. Like, I got some pretty bad statted wands myself. Might be more fun to go like this. Interesting. God, that mana recharge is so slow, though. Alright, what we got? 30, 30, 30, so that's 90 mana, plus 40. 130. 140. Oh, it's the only wand I could afford to put this all on. Take the chainsaw off. Put you here. Wow, is that really the best one for me? 0.7? Alright, chainsaw on you. Nope. Chainsaw works better on shuffle ones, unfortunately. Bombs. Wait, we're going to floor 3. I want this with me. This might be one of the runs where we get the minigun. Because we got some pretty crappy stats going on. smaller. 0.7, sure. Is that all I'm gonna do with me? Take with me, rather? Yeah, sure. Let's go. We got 2 wands we can replace on the way. For new folks, let me show you how to make a lot of money. If you find a spell like Energy Orb or Digging Blast, or even Chainsaw, anything lets you dig. What I'll teach you now will work for you. When you get to floor 3, go to the right. Upper right. Stick to the upper righty area. And just keep going this way. You know, grab stuff as you go. Whoa! I think we have that shields. Eventually we're gonna find what we're looking for, but just trust that if you keep going this way, you're gonna get there. We've done this on stream before. Ooh, a want. Oh boy. A wand that got used a bunch. Oh, red's in there, that's fun. Go ahead and grab it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. I want to hold on to the potions I currently have, so I'm going to leave that behind. I guess we could just do it now. Let's do it. Oh, I could break it? Oops. Hey, don't go too far. Oh, here's what we're looking for. When you find this, keep going to the right. We're basically just leaving the dungeon right now. Just gonna exhaust this for whatever gold I can get out of it. Even though we're literally going somewhere to get a nigh infinite amount of gold. Well, 250,000 gold, not infinite. I'm surprised it hasn't exploded yet. I'm done. That's all the gold I need. When you get here, just keep going up. I recommend go until you hit the far right wall, and just use it to go as up as you can go. Eventually you're going to hit an incline on here that you can't go up anymore, and that's where we're going to switch sides. But for right now, up we go. Oh, I'm almost disappointed it didn't land on Always Cast, even though that could have just ruined our wand. Theoretically, we won't really need it for a little while. We could fall back on our digging wand. Up, up, up we go. Oh, here's the part I was talking about. We cannot go anymore, so we're gonna go to the left. Now you're gonna start going up here. Just go ahead and remove that. Go ahead and cross the lava. Have some erections there, Gomper? Really needs a boy-yo-yoing sound or something? Not everything could have a sound effect. I have the erection, thank you. You can take the normal exit if you want, or you can dig out a new exit. Whichever floats your boat. I'm gonna dig a new one, because why not? I'm here. Got this stupid laser beam in my face, why not use it? You got a new exit to spicy innuendo? You're an influencer? I don't see these fish having shields. I feel lied to. Fuck this tree. Weird, the little laser beam doesn't count as destroying the earth as far as turning the trees into objects is concerned. That's peculiar. We can literally move them around, but they don't become destructible. Interesting. Sweet Jesus. Let's try and not fuck up the instrument this time. How do you Greek letters? You want to kill the High Alchemist to unlock the Greek letters. He's the boss on floor 1 if you go all the way to the left. You hit the supernaturally dark area, go past the supernatural dark area. You have a little biome in there, go far to the left of that, and eventually you get to his arena, and that's where he is. You fight him, you kill him. He drops 4 when you first kill him, and he unlocks the whole suite so you can find them as you play the game. And I highly recommend it, because those Greek letters, I'm pretty sure those are among my favorite spells in the game, and I really think they open the game up for you. Really makes a lot of things possible that normally are very hard to achieve. Yeah, sure, just throw yourself directly into all that stuff. Is that money? Just my imagination. As a new player, should be aiming to beat the first boss to the left. Honestly, as a new player, focus on killing the normal boss at the very bottom of the first dungeon you encounter. Because that'll teach you all the ropes. You'll go through some hard areas, you'll encounter some scary enemies, you'll learn a lot. After you've done that, make the High Alchemist your second boss experience. Aim for killing him. Because he is a relatively challenging fight, so you're not going to want to fight him when you're on floor 1. You're going to want to, like, go down, gather power, and then go back up and go fight him. As with many games, like, you could take him. If you're, like, very, very good, and you're willing to have a nice, long fight, you could certainly handle him. But it'll be a lot easier if you come back. After you've gotten some better wands, better spells, and you have a bigger health pool. And you have a few perks to protect you from different damage types. What's that blue orb do? That's what we're doing right now. That blue orb is the next step. So we're going to go collect something called the Earth Essence, and then we're going to turn that Earth Essence into a new item. I'm going to have to make room in my inventory, though. What are you doing out here? Alright, I want to remove sand. This fucking instrument is, like, super buggy, so I wanna try and, like, make a soft, or rather not soft, area for it to land on and live. 50, 60, 70. Put. Alright, instrument. Go. 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 No, I'm in it. I'm inside the instrument. Fuck. Never seen that happen before. You know what? That's probably fine. Yeah, we're gonna take the Earth Rune to that item. That's an Essence Eater. When you hit this fire wall, go up. That's how we're gonna turn the essence. That's how we're gonna turn the essence of Earth into the Tanner Kevid, an item that will let us turn anything harder than dirt into dirt. Floor 3 with a 2/1 slot wand. Isn't it fun when you get to like 3, 4, even floor 5 sometimes, and you're like, wow, I have garbage. Wouldn't be a roguelike if that didn't happen sometimes. So you're gonna go ahead, mine your way in here. Don't have to be too anal about how big your passage is. Grab it. Start heading to the left. We're going back to that item called the Essence Eater. The glowing orb. Alright, you got your Tanner Kevid? I want to get as far away from the instrument as possible before holiday mood kicks off, because it looks like that's what's going to happen. Ooh. I want to have it turn this chunk of the pyramid into snow? That might be fun. Let's go for the top. Right here. Getting distracted. Oh, the pyramid's slowly melting. Get my exit ready. Yo, what up, loser? Yeah, come on back. Come down here and fight like a man. Open up. Open your little shell up. Might as well get some chaos magic, why not? Decoy deer. Yeah. I don't really care for the decoy deer, but for a non-shuffle wand with a nice big pool of mana in it, usually can't get past floor 1. Hey, practice makes perfect. So if you're curious about how to unlock chaos magic, that's how you unlock chaos magic. That's a weird colored slime. I mean, I had ambrosia, so I cheesed that fight pretty hard. But we got copy a random spell 3 times. A random spell among the spells in your wand 3 times. We also got random modifier, so any random modifier could happen. Random static projectile, the most terrifying of the chaos magic. Ooh, we got the Butt Eater. Anyway, once you have the Tanner Kevid, the item that turns anything harder than dirt into dirt, go ahead and plop that in your bar by picking it up. I like putting them next to each other, so your digging wand and your Tanner Kevid are right like that. And go back to the floating diamond in the sky. where you got the Earth Essence. If you feel like fighting the thing in the pyramid, go for it. It can be a little bit dangerous if you have Ambrosia, like you just saw. Not that hard. Just splash some Ambrosia on yourself. Choose a, nice little spot to stand. Wait for him to open his body up. If he's closed, you can't do damage. If he opens, shoot into the opening, you can do damage. And that will unlock Chaos Magic for you. And you're guaranteed to get 4 Chaos Magic drops. Or 3 Chaos Magic drops and a Nola. Nola's dumb. I don't know why I picked up Nola. Is there a use for Nola? Please let the instrument still be here. Please let the instrument... Oh my god. The instrument's still here. This fucking thing despawns all the time when we do this. And we've been trying to fill the key for a while. That's like our current goal in the game. Or at least my current goal. Chainsaw or digger? Either one. Like, chainsaw will work, it's just gonna be a little bit annoying. Digger has a bigger radius to its digging and will work better. The best one, in my opinion, is definitely Energy Orb. Energy Orb is premium for digging through dirt and snow. Really, anything that's not, like, dense rock, it's really good at. It's unlimited, has an explosion radius that doesn't hurt you. I always recommend that one. This stupid laser beam on my face is going to destroy golds while I'm trying to pick it up. It's going to annoy me. From the tippy top of this pyramid, aim your cursor around this point between your first and second item. Really just point it at your second item, and that's the direction you want to go. So equip the thing that turns stuff to dirt, turn it to dirt. Start blasting away. God damn it. Stupid laser beam on my face. Which only exists when I have a wand out, huh? Okay. Interesting. I wonder if I could just... Oh. And start digging at that angle. Up this way. As much as I want to go get the stupid minigun, it takes too long. We don't need it. Yeah, just dig him with your face. You guys just had to give me the stupid laser beam in your face. It's everything harder. In my defense, it was random. It was also a part of a democratic vote, so it's not entirely your fault. That's why I just blame chat as a whole. What do you think, chat? Should we do the minigun, even though it takes 10 minutes of frickin' digging, or should we be productive with our lives and do anything else? I don't think I want to dig for it. As nice as it is, just such a hassle. Yeah, let's get the minigun. Anyway, you can see the gold. I just want to come at it from the side. I don't feel like having gold dripping out. And we're in! Minigun might get you killed. It does give me a certain level of hubris when I have the minigun. Because I do like putting garbage... It's really Zeta. If I get Zeta and minigun, I'm just gonna be a jackass about it. Every time. I can't help it. Oh, there's one good testicle of golds. I feel like you only ever get one decent testicle-shaped divot in here. So yeah, if you're playing Noita and you get to floors like 1, 2, or 3, and you find energy orb, consider doing what I just did. It's a little bit of a walk, but I really think it's worth it just so you can get yourself all this gold. Because then you go back down and you could buy anything. You don't have to worry about like, oh, I found a shop, but everything's too expensive. That won't be an issue no more. To be really fair, it's a triumvirate. Minigun, Zeta, explosive, yeah. If I had explosion immunity, it would have been amazing, because it would just be a minigun that shits out big explosions without me ever having to worry. I do love the minigun. Really, like, this is a nice little trick for, I want a run that's gonna last a while. You can either do it as you get a really overpowered wand and a lot of golds, you just get an overpowered wand, or you just get a lot of golds. It's nice to have options, you know? Does this destroy golds? It does. Fucking, I hate it. It's slow about it, so it shouldn't matter. Yeah, this is, I want specific person. I don't care how much I have to pay for it. It's also, again, if you're gonna be doing, like, you're going to hell or you're going to the work, you're going to some of, like, the really late game locations, the spells there are no more holy mountains, but there are shops, and the shops are very expensive. This is how you make sure you can actually afford the things in them. Because at that point, spells are gonna cost you, like, 50,000 a pop. It's real pricey. Way to afford the things you need to get to the other golds. Yes, which is under a sea of lava. Even just like getting to hell, which is under the sea of lava, this will help you get the things you need. Really need to finish writing and then recording and editing. Need to do the whole shebang for my stupid review. So I have a lot to say about Noita. I really like this game. I want to talk about it in a dumb video. Whee! Whee! Scrooge McDuck here for a few minutes. Didn't I have less health before? What don't I like about Noita? Really, the only things I don't like about Noita are very minor. Like, I think there's a few quality of life things that would be nice to experience in the game. Because it could be a little bit, like, for new players, it could be overwhelming and very daunting, and to have a player start the game and, you know, their potion they start with is fucking chaotic polymorphine or acids, and it's like, whoops, you're on fire, and you have no way to solve that problem. I think that could be a little off-putting. And given that there is a new game plus, there is a hardcore mode, like, there are places where starting with a completely random potion make perfect sense to me. But like vanilla game, just your standard, this is the new player experience, I really think you should be guaranteed a water potion. Spent like 15 plus minutes playing with the chaotic poly potion at the start. You can do really cool stuff with chaotic polymorphine. Like, in order to go to parallel worlds, you have to have some means of preventing damage from applying to you. And one way to do it is to polymorph yourself into a worm and just zip through it. Like, polymorphine is powerful. Chaotic polymorphine is a powerful potion. It's just that, like, if you're playing the game as a new player and you find yourself poisoned or on fire, it's not going to help you solve that problem. I mean, it kind of will, but it gives you a different problem all of a sudden. You died next to the Holy Mountain entrance? Let's see. I'm just gonna try and think of things that I could nitpick about Noita, because overall, like, I really like Noita. I like how weird and esoteric it is. And honestly, most of the things that I could complain about are very easily solved by mods. Like, there are mods for all the things. Your starting potion was chaotic polymorphine. Like, it bugs me when you start with chaotic polymorphine. Or even worse, like acid. Or even like acceleradium. Like, a good potion, but one that doesn't put out fires. Alright, I got enough gold. So yeah, that's something you could do as early as floor 1, really. Ooh, yeah! Remove the ground! Free fall! 8 black holes? Alright, another thing you could do is where you were just that diamond. If you dig straight under that diamond, there are 2 more diamonds underneath it, deep underground. The first one you encounter will give you a moon perk, which is a little radar for finding moons. And the one below it has a minigun, which is a very powerful wand. Onboarding new players is something a lot of games you've played recently have had troubles with. It's tricky, like, the first 10 minutes of a game really need to be... They need to teach you. They need to teach you the game in a concise manner. Noita has, like, the little glowing runes. Don't think about the moon radar perk, because you wouldn't need it if you could just look up. There's more than one moon. That's the only thing I'll say there. Which does help, because when you're underground and you're trying to find the other moon, having that shit give you some directions can be quite helpful. Starting Oxygen Not Included blind. Nara, I started Oxygen Not Included blind, and I have not once ever read the tutorials or learned how to play the game. People love it when I stream Oxygen Not Included. But yeah, like, Noita teaches you the controls at the very beginning, but it doesn't really teach you the game. And that's okay for a roguelike sometimes, because, you know, you learn as you go. You really pick up tips and tricks just by existing in the world. Chris is trying to start a fight. Chat is the most active when we play fucking Oxygen Not Included. With just like 1 million people all like, no, 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 you don't know, it doesn't work like that. What are you doing? It's like, don't worry, this'll work. Good night, Quark. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. Happy... Let's see, on the East Coast, it's now Thursday. You're West Coast, if I remember, so happy Wednesday still. Not yet Thursday for you. Happy Wednesday. When you play Accident Eluded and you're in the office, it's wonderful. See, Katase knows. You just have to go to the office so you can take the new guy to lunch. Not so you have to do work. That's better than having to do work, right? You're in Boston? Quark, you're so close. I mean, not really close, but you're like an hour away from me. Maybe an hour and a half, depending on traffic. My brother, I believe, is going to be moving to Cambridge end of the summer. Which will be interesting. Massachusetts is nice. I rather enjoy Massachusetts. You're responsible for fixing the new guy. You gonna give him the snips? You're in Cambridge. Nice. Cambridge is great. There's some really good Japanese food places in Cambridge. Ooh, professor at MIT, nice. Can't believe you're visiting someone other than me and Abe Clancy. Thought we were your friends. God. I'm already full health. Don't really need to take... See, I kept the health alive down there so I can grab one if I needed one, but we don't really need it. It's true, Pope's here too. It's true, and I probably will just for the health. I wonder where it is. There we go. All right, quick. I wonder if you unlock anything by doing this. I still haven't done it. This is like the drone racetrack in there. Maybe after September, when the house changes a little bit. Invitations for visitors will be a little bit more... better. When the roommate situation has resolved. Really? Personal Plasma Beam has trouble with ice? Why am I even bothering killing things? I don't need to be here. It's a lot of freezing vapor, though. Shut! Oh, I can't buy anything! It's a bummer. Ah, whatever. That is factually true. All right. Things we don't need. I like to hold on to at least. I got 3 in there already. Let's hold on to 3 of these. I really don't know how to use NOLA. Like, I'm sure there's a way to make NOLA an effective, formidable spell. I just never figured it out. Teamwork makes the dream work. Toxic immunity, slower projectiles, close call. I never skip leg day, rat thing, wand radar. Damn it, I took perk lottery out of excitement and it didn't even proc. So random static projectile is a terrifying spell. Just terrifying, and I'm very excited to have it. Don't need trifurcate. Oh, Chris. Do not do it. I'll consider it when we have homing of some kind. Without homing, it is just too dangerous. Alright, I want you. I want you. Sure, let's grab that one too. 5. Put you on here with that. Really don't need the bombs. Decoy deer. Is that a better statted wand than the one I'm using? 1913? 46? Yes, it is. What if a decoy deer were in there too? Boy, let me tell you I found about decoy deer. Apparently some fuck picked up a wand somewhere in a level. You found a deer standing around, and you're just like, oh, that's a nice deer. That's very good. Not bad. Ended a rather long run. Isn't that fun when you learn something via dying? The only problem with this wand right now is I kind of like the idea of having a wand that won't kill me by mistake. And this violates that very sacred rule, so let's go ahead and take that off. Down to the Holy Mountain with 1 HP. Hey, that's all you need. Do I put this on a trigger? Do you want Giga Saw Blade? So, Katase, the thing about Giga Saw Blade is the description says a saw blade with a most curious trajectory to it. What that means is that when you shoot it, it goes forward, and then it comes back toward you. It will head back towards you. It's like permanently attached to boomerang spell. So if you miss an enemy, it will come back towards you. If you hit an enemy, it'll stop when the enemy dies, except for smaller enemies where it'll kill it and keep going and then head back towards you. So just be aware. Be aware that it has dangerous, dangerous properties. I'm gonna do timer. Force you to pay more attentively? See, like, attentive, yes, but at the same time, you have the issue where... $30 damage. You know what? Cast a random spell among the spells in your hand 3 times. Let that mana recharge. Oh my god, I just realized what would happen if I were to do that. If I were to click Decoy Deer right now, that motherfucker would appear directly in front of my beam and explode. Fucking personal plasma beam. Don't worry, you'll get a wand for it. Just immediately. Got all these fucking propane tanks next to me. Motherfucker! What happened to your head? That's weird. Your head fell off. Alright, let's keep our face looking up so we don't accidentally set off one of these stupid things. I'd like to get out of here relatively alive. Value your lives, don't come after me. Good enough for me. I hate EC base. This game needs immunity from bad decisions. Yeah, explosion immunity would be really good. 2-frame invincibility after you cast a wand. Oh, that'd be actually a really cool perk. Just every time a spell is cast from your wand, you have like 1 second, 2 seconds of invulnerability. That would really open things up a little bit. Trick blood money. More love, greed. Where's this bastard shooting? Fire! Oh, you're homing. Homing. Frame, not seconds. Sorry. Sorry. Like, 10 frames. 5 frames of immunity. Come on! You couldn't fucking proc? Alright, I got petrification. Large firebolt. Bubble bounce. Explosion. Copy random spell. Alright. We got homing now. I could put on the more terrifying spell. For jungle, it's not that impossible to stay alive using it. Christ, it might randomly choose static projectile too. Explosion for future fuckery? Explosion is good. We have the money. Alright, let's do some terrifying spells. I'm not even gonna bother with my decoys. Okay, let's make some room. Random modifier as well? Yeah, fuck it. There we go. Now we're cooking. I'm gonna take the deers out because the deers can't cast them unless they're in a trigger or a timer. A spell that lets you quick save? Yeah. I mean, when we were talking earlier, I kind of wish... So you have the Holy Mountains, right? There are places where you could heal, edit your wands, do things that are relatively important. And then you have 98% of the rest of the map, which do not have these things. I kind of wish... I wish there was an item, kind of like that little house you can make that was a more common drop. So you could just, like, create a mini Holy Mountain. That way, like, if you're going into... the sand dungeon or the frozen cavern dungeon or like any of these extra dungeons that exist in the game, because they're massive, they're huge dungeons, they rival the base dungeon in the game. It'd be nice if there was a way to like save your game. So I think we just saw an example of why I call this the more terrifying spell in the world. Oh, rage is on! Well, shit. That did a lot of damage. I'm afraid now. Yeah, a bonfire, if you will. I am, like, actively afraid to cast this wand now. Like, one of the spells that can come out of it would just, like, remove me from the game. Why is my orb invisible? Oh yeah, no, something interesting happened down there. Oh! Oh, good lord, it cast the worm spell. Fuck! Run! To the left, please! Yeah, go kill the dragon. Have I angered the gods? I am shocked. Why is this still happening to me? How long does this last for? Could it be over? Personal fireball thrower is on me, and that's kind of a problem right now. Oh my god, it lasts forever! The run is probably over because of this. My one hope is explosion immunity. Yeah, it'll wear out one day. One day. Oh my fucking god. Please. Damn it. Oh. Fuck. Well, there just goes some tentacles. How did I get personal fireball thrower applied to me is the question. I wish the replay let me choose what part of the game I wanted to look at, because I don't know when that happened. So, the one that had the earth disappear is a spell called, I can't remember the actual name of the spell. It's the... When you kill the Connoisseur of Wands, the guy who spawns when you take the orb to the right of the chasm on floor 1, he drops 2 spells. One is Meteor Sade, Wormisade.